kind of arrangement of those icons stay. The only thing is that the castle is still at the end in its vanilla location. So that does not change.
Right away, we get World 3 to lead off, and, well, there we have a God Pipe, but there is a lock in front of there, so cruel irony, so they could be forced to play a few levels here, and leading off is...
we start with the Boss Bass.
2-1 with the Boss Bass, yes. Cobra is dealing with all the lag, and, well, I don't know how
what a lucky bounce.
Now, MIDI guy looks like he'll be the first one out, actually. Teeks took an unfortunate death there. Cobra's out.
Teeks with another death.
Oof.
Trying to avoid the Boss Bass, it takes your mind... your mind is focused on don't get swallowed. But then as you're trying to do everything to avoid the Boss Bass, all of a sudden you jump into something else, and it's just easy to take a death in that kind of situation.
Right. So... second pipe takes them right to the fort, which is 7 Fort 1, aka Fort Knox. If they don't have a leap, they have to take the slightly longer route through this.
And this could be the God Pipe access. We will find out later on when we get through this.
Yeah. So, MIDI guy had to do it the long way because he doesn't have a Tanuki suit. He didn't even have Big Mario at that point. Cobra and Ibuba do. Teek's gonna have to go the long way here. Fortunately.
So we do have a Boom Boom fight on Ibuba's side. He finishes it a little bit behind Cobra. So the first two done Boom Boom.
So can't really tell what happened there, but see, Cobra is going to check. And it is.
Success!
So that could have been a lot worse than it turned out being. So we have the World 1 airship. See how nice Wendy is today, because our Koopa Kids hit attributes and hit points are randomized. We got a thick Wendy, but only needed a vanilla 3 hits. Yep. Get out your commands in chat, folks.
So that's our first airship completed, and Ibuba not very far behind, very, very close at this point for him. Yeah. And we have, go ahead.
I would say, yeah, we got a 5-second gap between the two of them. MIDI guy's now in Wendy. Ooh. $259 for MIDI. Teeks is on his way back. And we got World 1 now. Oh. Lock in front of the castle, but luckily the fort is only in 1-4's location, so they only have to play one extra level here to get there. If it's in 1-3, that's a guaranteed 2. And, so 2-5 is the first level here. Pretty straightforward. So at 80,000 points, they will get end cards, so that is worth noting because some players might actually ignore them.
Yep, and the end cards do provide different items in there as well. You will still see the cards that show flower, star, mushroom, 10 coin, 20 coin, 1-ups, but those are representing different items. So you might think you're getting a Starman, but you're actually getting a note block, and of course a note block, not very useful most of the time.
Yeah, although of late, they've actually increased in value, particularly if runners are not interested in going for items, Hammer Bros, or what have you. They just decide, let's just do this and get it over with. Cobra gets a match right away. Second match. And the third, the Mushroom's a 1-up, we know that much.
That's a really good card game for him.
Yeah.
They're just right next to each other. We have a Tanuki suit, a Cloud, and...
Music Box.
Music Box, yep.
1-5 in vanilla 1-5 location. I don't know if that was actually 1-5 the number, but nonetheless, we have a Fred-ish. That's 1-2. 1-2, but...
Let's hold off before we say it's a Fred situation because we have to see if it actually is 5 first. It might just be a Fred situation.
It's a Freck. It was 1-2, but still.
Okay.
Vanilla in position. Teek's taking a death in 4F1. Midi guy in 1-5 now. Now we are in the third hand stage. The hand stages will give out the same item, and that item is randomized. So this can be advantageous.
Or it could be not so much. We'll find out. Cloud would be a nice item to get out of one of these. Nope, just a mushroom today.
Well, nice to have easy power-ups, I suppose. Teeks is taking the bottom route. To get through 4F1, he's got to be a little careful with those boos. Another cloud for Macobra, so he's got 2 clouds now in his possession. How he decides to use them depends on the player. Some just decide to use them to go to skip levels so they can play Hammer Bros and get a quick checkpoint. Others will save them for really unpleasant levels like, say, 7-5 or 6-6.
Exactly. Some levels are levels that some players just don't want to play. And level like 5-9, if that shows up there, guarantee you that's getting clouded as soon as it's found.
Yeah, so Macobra's finished off Larry, a one-hitter first. Ibuba's just about 10 seconds behind. Midi Guy is about a stage behind. Teeks is going through the card. He's a couple of stages behind right now. So, Chad, get your predictions in for the next world if you haven't already. I'm going to say 4.
I'll say 7.
7? Yeah, we gotta have a good 7 here.
5.
Double fort, and both of them are going to be required. And of course, the first one is 7F2, aka Piranha Fort. Because why not?
Yeah, why not? You gotta get Piranha Fort early.
Yeah. Though our runners here should be pretty used to this fort by now. You know, that's one of those things, like, when you're actually used to this fort, you know, you pretty much made it as far as a randomizer player is concerned.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
The Midi Guy is going to use his star. Fortunately, moot point. The star does not actually kill the Koopa kids. They are,
it does not.
They are unfortunately immune to that, but it's nice.
Yeah, the programmers never had a star located close to a Koopa Kid such that you could actually use it in that fashion. So they never put any kind of programming into killing the Koopa Kids, which makes logical sense if you think about it.
Yeah. So from 7F2 to 8 fort, 2 forts that players will skip, given the chance in Warpless. Midi Guy finished off Larry at about 724. Teeks just finished him off, and he's going to get your command memes out there in chat, folks. Cobra getting the 1 cycle on the P switch in 8 fort.
And Boom Boom is down in the 8 castle, or 8 fort. And Midi Guy is working through Piranha Fort right now. A wild Tanuki appears on Teeks' screen. Command.
There's Paradox Pipe, and okay, so ultimately taking either pipe would have made no difference. So that's good for Cobra. We call it Paradox Pipe because normally you're supposed to go up the tower rather than the other way around. So Macobra's in 4-3 now. See if you can get an opportunity to show off those wonderful P-speed strats that are so famous in the Warpless and Hundo categories. Cobra doing a little bit of an Indiana Jones there with that spiny, just jumping ahead of him.
Teeks doing a little bit of careful dancing with the hot foot on the pipe, and gonna do the same thing with the Boo and the hot foot now, trying to get around this roto disc, which is got through. There we go.
That was a nice bit of movement there. Once he actually got it together, it was really good. Midi Guy is gonna go for the fire kill.
More card games. So I guess the flower is the Tanuki suit based on the positioning earlier. Cloud is represented by the star. That means Mushroom is the note block. So we just got another note block. We don't know what the 1-up and the 10 coins are yet.
We're about to find out because Macobra has cleared the board.
Frog was 20 coins.
It's just the cloud with the stars. And he's got 3 of them now. Macobra's in 7-6. That was third try on the clip.
I didn't even notice. I didn't catch the clip. I was looking at the card game on iBooba's side.
Yeah, Cobra did, I think, third try on the 7-6 clip. Very nicely done. Midi guys continuing to clear the decks with the Hammer Bros. Be a little careful here.
Ooh, got stomped.
Cobra in one of the 8 lost levels. There are levels that were included in the programming, but were never actually put in the final cut. But Fred, our beloved creator, decided to put them in there anyways. So we have
why
8.
not?
These are some of these levels are pretty one note, but then you get levels like Atlantis, which is the other auto scroller apart from 5-9, that will make your life miserable.
And then some. That level is just a very painfully slow level. You don't want to have to deal with it if you don't have to.
Yeah, it's the longest level in the game. It's over a minute, and the auto scrollers in general turned off. Every second counts more so than before.
Indeed.
Another one-hitter. Cobra takes care of business and gets the wand at 11:25. Our runners are actually keeping pace, a decent pace. Teeks is only about, I'd say, 3 levels behind at this point, 3.5 levels. So he's a newcomer to this, although not to Mario 3, but to our happy little community. Midi Guy's turn for the first try for Midi Guy on the 7-6 clip.
Very nice, very nice.
Excellent. Ibuba's finished with Roy at 11:59. We're in World 4 now. This can be tricky long, depending on how it breaks. And, okay. Not too long, but, there's a P-Wing from a Cobra. Midi Guy's just about finished with, the waterfall.
I just saw that one line. That line Koopa said it turned me into an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Cobra's in the Navy. No, I will not sing. We leave that to people who are enthusiastic about such things.
In the Navy.
If you want to go Stephen Hawking on it, go right ahead. Wow, a God World 4 there. Only 1 level required.
So yeah, level 7 airship is an airship I hate in auto-scroll fashion. I'm sure the runners love being able to just zip right through it.
Yeah, they got to be a little careful sometimes with the platforming, but yes, it is a decided improvement.
Indeed. And we lose the Koopa on Macobra's side, so we are now done our 4th world.
So 13:20 or so for Macobra. So that's a fast first 4 worlds. We still have worlds 2, 6, and 7. So we got 2 of the longer worlds potentially still in play.
Take your guesses, chat. I'll say 7 again.
Yeah, keep going with it.
I mean, I'll be right eventually. There's only 2 more chances at it.
Right.
We could have a vanilla 6, 7, 8. That'd be, yeah.
Yeah. We're in the desert now, and of course, it makes sense. We have a water level to lead off in 4-4. Voodoo Knight saying he's heard me singing karaoke at Applebee's last night. I think you're mistaking me for somebody else. I can't even remember the last time I was in an Applebee's.
I can't remember the last time I've done karaoke.
That too, but so there are no visible pipes anywhere, so they're gonna have to play this normally. Macobra is actually going back for another helping of the card. I think he wants more stars. Fortunately, no dice there with the cards, so Cobra taking a second to think it over. It's 7-1. Unfortunately, that's the wrong level to be using a frog suit.
Yeah, you can't clip that. I'd say that's is that even doable? Macopa is trying it.
It is doable, but it's very hard.
And he went in the door by accident, so he's gonna just take the death. It looks like he might.
Yeah, he's just gonna go for the death here.
Hit me, Shell! Kill me! Thank you.
So mini guy's finished off Iggy. Cobra's not gonna go use his cloud here.
Now he wants the clip.
Wants the clip. So now we got our 2 runners. Oh, fourth try. Fourth try from a Cobra.
I think that was 5th try.
5th? Yeah.
That's still close.
There's Ibuba just a few seconds behind, so we got ourselves a race here. Between the two. Midi guy's in 4-4. Teeks is working his way through the World 3 airship. Cobra's in 7-4.
Something I just noticed, by the way, look at the pyramid's location in relation to the other pyramids on the map. That is perfect.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't realized that Ibuba is going to use a cloud here. He's got a hammer. He should. I think it'd be a good idea to use it right here because with World 6 and 7, it's not a bad idea to just play it through. But you know, not a lot. There is a hammer play in World 6. 7's a little harder. But Ibuba's in 4F2. This could be a major swing for him if this works out. If he can find a viable use for that hammer.
All the hotfoots in this forward on Ibuba's side right now. That was some careful jumping needed there.
Yeah. Another cloud from a Cobra. That's 4 now, I believe. You should really start using those.
Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of opportunities to use those in World 8, so you need to find some places you can, or just randomly pick some levels near the end if you find that you like all the levels up to that point. Just skip a few at the end.
So he used his hammer there. Gonna go for the back route to get through 4F2, so he skips a few levels anyways. But Ibuba's... It depends. Clouds versus hammer. What it's gonna come down to. Ibuba's finished first. 1735. And answer Andy the Quizzer, yes. Hammers in this flight set do break lock. Cobra's finished off 4F2. Ibuba's done with World 5. So,
yeah, everyone's in World 5 except for Ibuba, who's on the way out.
Alright, so we'll see if your prediction of a vanilla 678 is true.
Well, it wasn't so much for prediction. I was going to say 7 next anyway, but there's 7.
And, okay, well, there's a lock right there in front, but it has no intrinsic value.
Nope.
Cobra is going to play the... Ibuba's going to play the fort in front of him. Makes sense. He gets 7... It gets super tanks. So...
Super tanks have been completely gone through, and Macoba is going to be our second runner on stream, making his way to that area right now.
It's amazing. We're sick in the 6th world. We're under 20 minutes. This has been a jet seed so far. I mean,
this has been super fast. You have to basically run to keep up with these guys. They're going so fast through these worlds today.
So Teeks is playing at 6-4. Okay, so Uba's an Air Force, which is conveniently close.
And Air Force is one of those levels that you are happy to have the auto-scroll removed on. This is a very, very technical jumping level, and you're expected to make those jumps quickly because that thing just keeps going. It jets along.
Yeah. Okay, so Ibuba's done. Cobra is still going back for helpings hard. I mean, he wants those clouds. He got another cloud out of the deal. But that's all he's going to get. Ibuba uses his music box to put the piranha to sleep. good idea.
Good night, sweet piranha.
Or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So Ibuba did not use his hammer. He's gambling that it's going to pay off in World 7, in World 6, or even World 8. It's possible. Certainly there's the boulder with a guaranteed type. So 2018 for Ibuba. Makobra's about a stage and a half behind. Mini Guy is actually about half a stage behind Makobra right now. Teeks is working on Morton right now.
And it looks like Ibuba did have the God World 7 just like Makobra is about to. So he's going to be moving on to World 6 right now.
2044 for Teeks, so he's out of World 5. Cobra is using a P-Wing. So let's see what we got for a setup here. Okay, so Ibuba's burned all his clouds, so he's going to have to play 6-7. This is where Makobra might be able to narrow the gap a bit, because he's still got a lot of cloud. He's a little low. He's a little low on that one, so he's going to have to go for the whole cutscene here.
Oh, random falling fire snake. Bye-bye.
Many guys arming himself with a Tanuki suit for the airship. Alright, so Booba is going back for the card. I think he's going to try and finish it off. Get another cloud out of this. There it is.
The guy is not very far behind Makobra. He's just finished the airship right now. Going to do... Whoa! That was an unexpected fall there.
I think that's a mistake on strictly on the grounds that
you want to skip it.
Yeah, it's like he is just using up all his clouds. Like Booba is going to play this through. So Cobra is not wrong here, but unfortunately he had to take a death to figure this out, and he's in 6-8 now. So he's got to finish this level without dying, and he might be a little more cautious as a result because it is a horrific time loss. It's Gulp, but he does.
Yeah, that. Oh, there was a. Oh, I thought he went took a hit for a second. No, that boss bass makes that level scary to go through. Yeah, he was being a little careful, make sure he got ahead of the boss bass for the run to the flag. What I thought was a hit, he was just turning into a statue for swag.
Yeah, many guys finished with 6-7. The block did break. The 1-4 did break the lock by the boulder. Cobra's in 2-3 now. He's got a fire chomp to deal with.
And that's going to probably come back. Oh, a little too quick there.
So, Makobra is in control here. Geeks has done it about 23-10 or so. So the one... Okay, so 2 forts, and he's... Pick a fort, any fort, it's 3F2. One thing I was going to say about 1 fort is logic always assumes you go for the item, so that means the fort, whatever it's protecting, cannot be critical to finishing the world. Now that said, there are circumstances where it is advantageous to skip the item because if you don't break said lock or whatever, you might have to play a few extra levels or something. This is particularly notable in like World 2.
By the way, we just had an Angry Sun sighting in the Starman run there.
Oh yes, it's 7-7 in Life of Teeks. Almost lost the handle there with the donut, but gets through. Okay, so Makobra is going to have to...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That Fire Brother didn't want to die on Midi Guy's side there.
Yeah, Makobra has to cross a bridge to get there, to get to the fort. Luckily, we already know that he's okay as far as that's concerned because 1 fort broke said lock, and as I stated before, that fort couldn't be anything critical, so he's fine. Well, I'm sure Makobra probably had a brief moment of panic. He was like, did I screw this up?
Oh, more boss bass.
Yeah, 610 for Teeks. Ooh, nice kill there by Teeks.
I don't think he can be. Well, maybe he can. Oh no! Oh, it spawned at the level where it would have. Oh my!
So Makobra using a P-wing to go through the World 6 airship, which is a Fred, by the way, but you
Red.
have a 1 in 7 chance of that, I suppose. We have not had any tough Koopas tonight. I think 3 was the max for our HP. Missing out on the clip again, but nonetheless finishes with 25-34. Sub 30, anybody?
They need to eat their Wheaties. That's all I'm going to say about the Koopa kids. Anyway, so Ibubu, who was ahead for the first 6 worlds, has now lost time because the cloud usage by Makobra in World 7. So
Yeah.
Ibubu is now a little bit behind now at this point.
Yeah, he used all his clouds in World 2 and was gambling on his hammer, which still could come in handy, depending, but he is in a bit of a bind right now. Cobra is, interestingly, just going to go ahead and do some exploring. And, okay, well, good call on skipping tanks up front, because this is the tanks he wanted, which is 6F3. One tank is a regular level, which does nothing, and then you have a tank that actually does something, which is a fort. You got the fort. 6F3 is our first fort level. There are 4 forts in World 8. And depending, all of them could be required, or even none of them, but that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare.
That's rare.
Yeah. Well, in Tourney Flags 1, you'd have to play at least one, which is Super Tanks, but Cobra is... I'm a little surprised he didn't at least go for Navy. He must have figured, well, let's see what else we got here. Okay, moot point.
Well, I guess he just lost a little bit of time there going through those pipes, but get him out of the way.
So we got a linear start here to World 8. We got 6F3 and now...
Welcome to Choose Your Door Fort.
And no word yet on if those doors will ever be randomized.
Oh, please.
Right now it's the Door 6 fort, but yes, perhaps one day it'll be the Choose Your Door fort. Guy in 3F2, so is Keeks. Ibuba's just finished off Lemmy at 27:42, so he's about 2 minutes behind. Okay, that's meaningless. So 8-1 is required, and because that'll lead him to said pipe. And he's got a cloud, and he's going to use it.
Yep, goodbye 8-1.
One of the few times a cloud actually pays off in World 8. There's a
always helps to have one. You're thinking to keep one back there.
Yeah. Well, what if he got it as the item from the princess? I don't think we got a good look at it.
I don't think we did either.
There's a pipe, and Tanks is 7-9. Booba's looking for a way out of here. Cobra has found it. Fortunately,
I don't think he can make sub 30 though.
No, I don't think so. He's going to be like a few seconds over. He'll be like in the 30-15 range or something.
And no Hammer Brother suit either, so he's gonna just lost his flying.
That's fine.
We'll use the clip here to save some time. Yep, this is the one up. Don't need it.
So we're at 29 minutes. There are other racers tonight. We have a total of 9 racers going tonight. No one is done yet. We have some very good players in the field. Human Mustard's in the field. Gimp Extreme is in the field. S Diesel. So we've got some pretty solid runners. There's the Flower.
Indeed. So we'll keep that secret as to whether anyone does finish ahead of Makobra here until we do see the finish.
Right.
So we'll keep that to ourselves at this point to keep a little suspense on that.
Cobra's got a shot here. 35 fireballs to kill Bowser.
Oh, gonna be so close here.
Don't think he's got it, but he's gonna have a really good time, and there it
is. Yeah, he's gonna be about 30:07, 30:08, I would say at this point.
Yeah. Get the GGs out from a Cobra 52, who has shown once again why he was the champion, and he finishes first with an official SRL time of 30 minutes 8 seconds.
Only 8 seconds away from a 30-minute time. Get your GGs out, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fast one.
Yeah, that's very impressive, and we've got all of our runners. All of our runners should be sub 40, I think, in this.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how many reactions there are in chat to that 30:08 right now.
Our MIDI guy is
One of our off-stream runners, Human Mustard, already made a comment about it as he finishes with a 30. Actually, as he finishes, we're not going to reveal the time yet because I just realized we're slightly ahead here on that.
And give our runners a follow if you haven't already. These are some very impressive times.
They are.
Teeks is going to get his shot at a star kill on Boom Boom.
So I did. Can't confirm now that it was a 31:12. You Mustard did now finish with 31:12 in second place, and then realized he almost asked for spoilers.
Well, so Ibuba has played one too many levels there, but that's all right. That should take him to where he needs to go, and that should do it. MIDI guy has learned about the pipes linked to one another. Ibuba getting caught by the hand.
Ooh,
and 4-1.
He'll take the death. Just take the death and move on.
Yeah. And he gets caught again. And
he has lots of lives anyway.
Yeah, and I think if he gets caught again, he might just play it. I mean, we all remember from the tournament, Amorietta got caught 7 times in a row.
Oh my.
In her opening match, and of course, the level she kept getting caught on was 7-5. All the more reason.
Of course.
You know,
you must stay this awful level.
Well, she ultimately got past it, and she did win, so all is well. But Ibuba going for some frog swag, because why not? Ooh, there it goes. Unfortunately. No, he's taking a death here. I think he wants his frog swag.
Why not?
This is an exhibition. It's all good. Heeks is almost finished. And we welcome our winner of the Mario 3 Weekly Randomizer, Macobra 52, GG. Sorry you didn't get sub 30.
Yeah, we probably won too many attempts on the Frog 7-1 clip there.
Yes, but yeah.
Still an impressive time. We almost had the sub 30 there. Very, very blazing, very impressive time.
Yeah. I played pretty solidly, I thought,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a slender lead on Ibuba for most of it, then he took the lead because he burned all of his clouds in World 2. He was gambling his hammer was going to pay off later, and you used your hammer there, and then you basically zoomed through World 6. How nervous were you in 6-8 with Boss Bass?
Pretty nervous there. I was like, I better not die here, because I just clouded half the map.
Teeks got killed by Bowser. He's back to 4-1. MIDI guy is working on Bowser right now.
And he has no Fire Flower, he has no Fire Flower. He's small, so he just gets to stand underneath of him and wait. Ibuba's gonna have the same situation, and he has to duck, unfortunately, so he has to be a little more uncomfortable.
All right, Teeks, you have to be a little careful with the disco waffles here coming down the stairs. There he goes. So get out the GGs for MIDI guy DP. He is out. Going to be our second featured runner to finish. He finishes with an official SRL time of 34:56, so that's third overall. Very impressive time for him.
And Ibuba will probably not be very far behind.
He's
at the door right now, and we can confirm. We actually have another finisher too. We can now confirm Gimp Extreme finished with a 35.09, just ahead of Ibuba in 4th place. Ibuba finished officially with a 35.14 in 5th place. So get your GGs in chat for them. And I would just have Teeks on the restream to finish.
Yeah, and we've still got a few other racers in the field right now. Outside of Teeks, we have Leslie Pro 04, Melee Wizard, and S Diesel. So, get out the GGs for our newcomer to the Mario 3 Rando community, Teeks, who finishes with an official SRL time of 35:58, which is good for 6th.
And we're going to get the invites out to everyone here. Looks like Miniguy will be joining us in a moment. I don't have a confirmation from Ibuba yet, and Teeks just finished, obviously.
Ibuba's in the waiting room now.
Perfect.
We welcome our 5th place finisher of the weekly race, Ibuba7, to the chat. GG.
GG.
Hello, thank you.
GG, Bula.
GG, Mako. I was champ.
You two were neck and neck for a while. Iceland turned out to be where things broke open. Macobra held onto its clouds a little longer than you. I think you were hoping for a nice hammer play.
I am actually super salty about my hammer on World 6. I wanted to use it on the rock, at the beginning to the pipe.
Oh.
That would have taken me to the end of the world. But instead, there was a lock under the pipe, so I ended breaking the lock, and well, my hammer was wasted.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
We are also now joined by Teek as well. He has joined us.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
GG.
Thanks so much. GG to everyone.
Good first race for you in our weekly randomizers. Finishing 6th with this field is pretty impressive.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, this is my first weekly. I just started getting into Randomizer about, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I'm still trying to iron out the nooks and crannies that are kind of unique to this category compared to the vanilla, which I'm more used to.
Right. And Melee Wizard has just finished 7th. His first race, according to him in chat, he finished with a time of 37:37. Nice little synchronicity there. So we've got just 2 racers left, Leslie Pro 04 and S Diesel. See if we can get 9 players to finish sub 40.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a sub 40 for everyone here. We'll get a confirmation if that happens while we're chatting.
Yeah. And we welcome MIDI Guy DP to the chat. GG.
GG.
Hey there, I managed to get through here on my phone, and oh dang, that was a pretty dang good run for me. The only part that got me good was the hammer not doing what I hoped it was going to do.
Yeah. Oh, you too. Yeah, it's like it's one of those things, like playing the fort all the way through would have saved you, I think, but yeah, it's unfortunate that's the way it happened. Ibuba got hit by it too. Macobra actually took the other route. As soon as he saw it was one fort, he just started clouding all the way to the end.
Dang.
At least as far as I can get, and then I had to not die in the next level.
Yeah, 6-8 with Boss Bass, It could have been worse, I suppose, but we were all on pins and needles there.
As long as it wasn't Atlantis, I'm good.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at all.
No, there were no auto scrollers. Trying to think. No 6-6, no 7-5. 7-9 was tanks. What's the tank's levels? That's not great. No 7-8. Yeah. As far as like really unpleasant levels, this is a fairly soft seed as far as that's concerned. This was a jet seed.
Oh, that was one of the fastest seeds I've ever seen myself.
Yeah, we've had.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a handful of sub 30s in the tournament on tourney flags 2 and higher, but but that still takes a fair amount of luck on the player's side to make that happen.
Especially when you have to pick between 2 forts and just hope you get the right one.
Yeah, I think everyone actually played 3F2 first in World 6. You had 50-50 chance. Which one is it? And it turned out to be 2 fort, but that's the way it goes. We have our 8th place finisher, Leslie Pro 04, clocks a 40-46. So
2 left, I believe, right?
No, I think it's 1 left.
Just Diesel.
Yep, just Diesel.
So he's almost he's a good player though. He shouldn't be too far along.
Yeah, I've seen him racing in the tournament. He shouldn't be too far behind.
No, yeah, he trying to remember where he finished in the tournament. Okay, I just looked up. Actually, Macobra beat him in round 2 of the tournament.
I might have called that one actually.
Yeah, it could have. It might have. Yeah, we
That was a lot of fun. By the way, that was really fun. Really happy to have taken part in the first of what I'm sure are going to be many weeklies. It was a lot of fun.
That's the current plan. Yes. We do have weeklies scheduled to go on Wednesdays every week. Unless stated otherwise, and we're also trying to work out weeklies on Randomania. Human Mustard's taking the lead on that one Fridays. So keep an eye out on our Discord for details on that. That should be coming up. If not this week, then perhaps next week. So we are going to go back to a 2 weeklies per week, and I'm sure Mustard, with his love for Frog Rando, is going to make some interesting decisions as far as what flag sets will be played.
If Frog Rando happens, I'm totally down for that. That last one I did it was actually partially my idea. Well, Mustard brought it up, and then I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. And then it was a pretty hopping good time.
Yeah.
I noticed the fun.
Yeah, so give our runners a follow if you haven't already, and give Cyclone and myself a follow if you're so inclined. But and we just have our final finisher. S Diesel is in with a time of 43:32. So
100% completion.
So congrats to all of our runners for making our first weekly since the end of the tournament a success. I'm sure there'll be many more coming up, as stated, and should be a good time.
Yeah, it's certainly been a pleasure being a part of this, and thanks so much for having me.
No problem. Thank you, and congrats on your fine debut.
Thanks so much.
All right. I think that'll do it. Cyclone, what do we have on the schedule for the rest of this evening?
I was just trying to bring that back up. I think a Final Fantasy 1 randomized race just started over on Speed Gaming 4. We're either probably going to be hosting into that or Speed Gaming 5, which is also going to have an Overworld Glitches coming up after that Final Fantasy Rando race, but we're probably going to end up going to 4. Other events on Magic the Gathering is going on the main channel, and that's the bulk of the evening schedule. Bloodborne is happening on Speed Gaming 2 as well. That tournament just started today as well. So that looks like everything taken up today.
Excellent. Well, thank you to Cyclone for joining me pretty much at the last minute here. I know he's probably you're probably a little tired from all that.
Oh no, it's still early. Still early. I'm going to be up for at least a couple hours yet, at least. So not a problem at all. One more thing I want to note as well. I think this is a lower bracket final I want to talk about taking place tomorrow. The Castlevania. I think it's Castlevania. I might be mistaken, but the Azure Dreams tournament. 6 p.m. tomorrow. I believe that is the lower bracket final taking place tomorrow. So, but either way, they are getting to the end of their tournament. So that's going to be on Speed Gaming at 6 o'clock. One of the channels, don't know what channel yet, but that's going to be tomorrow, 6 p.m. So those of you interested in that, that is wrapping up. We're going to be down to the fastest runners in that. So come check that out at some point tomorrow as well. Other than that, I don't think we're all set here. So I'll let you take this home since it's your event, Pro. I just want to wish you all, again, a good night, for good this time on my part. Thank you again, chat, for watching, and make sure to follow Speed Gaming 2 through 6 for all of your racing, all the racing that happens here. And go ahead and take us home.
All right. Well, thank you again to Cyclone. So yeah, keep an eye out on our Discord for future comings and goings about the weeklies. We'll be keeping you apprised of this. And again, give our runners a follow if you haven't already, and give yourself and Cyclone a follow if you so wish. And thanks again to all of our runners and to the community for making this first race a success. So we'll see you all again, maybe Friday, but definitely next Wednesday on Speed Gaming. Channel to be determined. But have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
GG's.
Bye.
Good night.
GG.